Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another makeup routine. We're starting off with the Stila One Step Prep and the Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer by NYX, and this is in the shade Pale. Today's goal is to get that nice glowy dewy skin for summertime, and by using a very bright concealer right underneath my eyes, it's gonna enhance underneath my eyes and highlight that whole area, and it's gonna pop through the sheer to medium coverage foundation that I'm going to be using. I'm just gently blending it out with my beauty blender, and I'm going over my eyelids as well to create a nice base for the eyeshadow that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the Born to Glow by NYX. This foundation, I love it for summertime because it is a sheer to medium coverage. It's buildable, so if you need more coverage, go ahead and add some more. But it really does give you that nice glowing, dewy skin. I am using a shade that is a little too light for my complexion, but I am going to warm it up with some bronzer and really get that warm, beachy vibe going on. I have to say I was quite surprised by this foundation because it does last throughout the day. Even on the hottest days where you're sweating a lot, I feel like this foundation, it sits so well on the skin and it lasts throughout the entire day, and you get that beautiful glowy dewy shine. Once you're all done applying your foundation, it's all nice and even and blended out, you're going to use a translucent powder. So today I am using the NYX Matte Translucent Powder. Since I have a dewy foundation on, I decided to go with a matte powder just to kind of even everything out so we're not too dewy. I'm going in with the Milani bronzer, and I'm going in just in my cheekbones, and then the temples, and as well with the sides of my nose. If you're not a fan of heavily scented cosmetics, I probably wouldn't recommend this bronzer. The Milani bronzer has a coconut scent to it. I personally do not like coconut, the smell of it, the taste of it, anything about it. I just don't like it. So I probably wouldn't recommend it if you don't like heavily fragrant products. It is very sheer, so you do have to kind of work it in. I do like it. I like how it sits on the face. It is buildable, so the more coverage you need or the deeper of a bronze you want, you can go in and add more, which is why I do like this one, is the fact that it is more of a sheer bronzer. Next, I'm going in with a brown felt tip eyeliner, and I am just very gently tapping the tip into my cheeks, nose, and around my eyes to create that fake freckle, and that's going to really help with the sun-kissed skin. And you kind of want to think about where you're placing your fake freckles and how natural you want it to look. It's very easy to go overboard with fake freckles, so try to use the least amount of pressure when applying the eyeliner to your cheeks and nose. And then I just use my fingertip to kind of press it in and tap out any excess color because I really want it to be not too opaque. And then my little trick for fake freckles is going over it with a little bit of sheer foundation and just gently tapping in the foundation. You don't want to go too heavy with the foundation, just enough to make it appear very natural. So go ahead and make sure that everything is nice and even. Everything is nice and blended out before we set it. Once you're done applying the foundation, you're going to go in and set it with some more translucent powder just so it stays in place. Another thing I like about this translucent powder is I feel like it helps me stay less oily throughout the day, especially with this crazy heat wave that we're going through right now in Southern California. Next, we're going to go back in with bronzer right to where we have bronzed our contour. And we're also going to kind of bring it up on top of the cheeks and across the tip of your nose and the bridge of your nose, because that is where sun is naturally going to hit your face. And when you go out and you go get tanned, that is definitely one of the hot spots when you're going out and tanning. So that is how we're gonna achieve that sun-kissed effect, is by adding a little bit of bronzer across the top of your cheeks and across the bridge of your nose. Next, we're gonna go in with some highlighter and just pop it into the top of your cheeks and the bridge of your nose, as well as your forehead. And that's just gonna really help finish that glistening summer skin. Next, we're gonna be going in with Benefit's Gimme Brow, which is their tinted brow gel. I really like this. It has a nice shade to it. It's not too heavy. It's perfect for a very natural look. Or if you have very thick brows and you just want to keep them maintained with a little bit of tint, this is such a good product to use. You can see it just makes my brows look a little more put together, a little bit more maintained, without having to go in and do a whole brow look. This is my go-to for when I am. Next, we're gonna be going in with MAC's Power Hungry palette, and we're starting with that lightest beige tan, and we're gonna be applying that all over the top of our lids and into our crease, just to get a nice base for the eyeshadow look we're going for. Next, we're using the darkest tan in the palette, and we're gonna apply that into our crease and our outer corners, just to create that nice angled shape that's gonna be very uplifting to the eye. For this look, I'm not gonna be applying any liner, so I wanna keep it as soft and natural as possible, but give you that kind of smoky effect as well. I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush to achieve a soft, diffused outer corner, and then going in with my translucent powder to blend out any harsh lines at my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to be going in with that gold color and popping it into the inner corner of my eyes, just to create a very bright, beautiful highlight. And then I'm going in with my mascara from NYX and applying it, and a lip gloss as well. The Butter Gloss is so good. If you haven't tried it, it is also a NYX product. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this look, and as always, thanks for watching, and definitely hit that subscribe button.